Hi, folks. How you doing? Rev Paul here from St. Augustine of Canterbury and The Sent, God's Church Deployed. I'm here this afternoon for another message from the truck. I know it's been a while. It's been a few weeks at least, certainly before Christmas since the last time I spoke to you all. And those of you who have been following our family story, you know that we've had, unfortunately, a loss in our family as my dad died back on Christmas Day. And I just wanted to thank everyone for all of the thoughts and prayers that you've sent our way for our whole family. It has really meant a lot for us to know that we were held up in prayer by the community and really cared for by all of our friends, both locally that we know of and further afield in our online community. So thank you to all of you who have stepped up and sent us messages and cards and quick text messages and instant messages offering us your thoughts and prayers during this challenging time. It certainly has been a blessing for all of us in our family as we've made this journey. This afternoon, I am here beside the truck. So it's a message from the truck, and as you can see, I'm pretty darn close to it. And the reason why I'm sending you this message today is, well, I've got a couple of projects on the go. I'm sort of multitasking, if you will. You see, I'm a little bit behind in my regularly scheduled maintenance as far as the truck is concerned. I know it's the 8th of January, or coming up on Sunday the 8th of January, and I know that we've already had the snowstorm for the year. But it's time to put on the snow tires. Now, there's going to be lots of you who joke about the fact that I even think I need snow tires in January, and I'm going to be in Windsor, and I'm going to be honest with you, if they hadn't come with the truck, I wouldn't be putting them on. But they save a little rubber for summer season if I put the winters on in the winter. So for that reason, and primarily that reason alone, I'm putting the winter tires on the truck. But if you're in a place where winter tires just make sense, don't by any means let my opinion change yours. If you think that snow tires are a good idea, you make sure you get those on your vehicle and keep yourself safe out on the roads and byways of our area. But I come to you today with tires that have to get put on a vehicle, not because I want to draw attention to snow tires, not because I want to draw attention to road safety in the winter, but because I want to draw your attention to our scriptures, actually. Lots of places this week will be celebrating the Feast of the Epiphany. And for those of us who are part of church world, we know that Feast of Epiphany is when we can finally get those wise men characters from our nativity set and get them close to Jesus, because we know that they weren't there on the day he was born. We weren't there at the nativity. But those wise men, those magi who came from afar, would have arrived later on, and we identify that moment as Epiphany. Now, scholars and historians will tell you it could have taken them anywhere from 3 to 6 months to even a couple of years for them to get there. And I'm thinking on that journey, there must have been a point where these wise teachers, these wise scholars, these wise knowers would have said to themselves, this is kind of silly. We're making this journey, and by the time we get there, we don't even know if the baby is going to be there. He'll be a year or a year and a half or 2 years old by the time we get there. What's the point in making the journey? It seems like it must be too late. And I know there's lots of places in our world where we sort of get that same idea, right? I would love to reach out and offer somebody a thought or a condolence or a happy birthday message or even a happy new year to people. And we sit back and we say, but that was weeks ago, that was days ago, that was too far along ago to make it worthwhile. Is it really worth it? It's been so long. And as I was getting ready to put the snow tires on today, it's interesting, a couple of folks, including Reverend Charla, pointed out to me that, okay, it's January, why are you even bothering? And I got to thinking that maybe it's one of those moments in life where God is speaking and saying, it's never too late. It's never too late to say to someone that you love them. It's never too late to say to someone that you care about them. It's never too late to share what you feel about someone in their presence so that they know, and so that those feelings are known for everybody on both sides. I know that for lots of people in church world these days, it feels like, well, we could do some evangelism, but isn't it too late? We could do some knocking on doors and inviting people to come to church with us, but isn't it too late? We could do all of these things that we are called to do in proclaiming the gospel to the world, but isn't it too late? In this post-COVID world, churches are not anywhere near as full as they used to be. Collection plates aren't anywhere near as topped up as they used to be. And as we enter this season of annual general meetings that all churches seem to be getting to around this time of year, people are kind of saying the same thing. Isn't it a little too late? And I think the message that the Magi give us, the message that Epiphany gives us, is that it is never too late. It is always worth making the journey. It is always worth taking that extra step to try to get to a person where they are and where you need to meet them. Whether that's a personal journey for someone where they're going through something challenging in their life, whether that's a personal relationship you have with someone where you need to make sure that they know that they are loved, or whether it's inviting a neighbor to church even though it might feel like it might be too late. The wise men teach us that it is never too late. It is worthwhile continuing to keep the journey going. So, as I look at my tires here and say, isn't it a little too late? I've got faith that we're going to have another snowstorm yet. I've got faith that I'm going to be up the highway where maybe there's a little more snow than there is here in Windsor. I have faith that it's never too late and that it's time to get the work done, even when it seems like it might not be necessary. So I just want to leave you with that for right now as we go into our Epiphany Sunday tomorrow and you hear the message of the Magi, late for the party, but also right on time. I'm going to leave that there for right now because I don't want to ruin anybody's sermon for tomorrow. For right now, just a couple of quick announcements for the community. First of all, it is vestry season. For those of you who are Anglicans, it's that time of year when we gather together for our annual general meetings at our churches. So please make sure you're checking in with your local home church to make sure you know when the necessary annual general meeting or the meeting of vestry is going to be taking place. Because you don't want to miss out on those opportunities to speak forward and say, it's not too late for us to knock on doors. It's not too late for us to get out there and invite people to church. It's never too late with God. So those are coming up. We've got a couple of other things. This coming Tuesday is the first session of our January Bible study. Reverend Charlotte is going to lead us through a study of the 2 letters of Paul to the Thessalonians. So if you're a person who likes to read Paul's letters, if you're a person who's particularly passionate about Thessalonians, whatever it happens to be, if you want to be part of that, check the links in the email that you were sent. In there is the registration form. You can get yourself signed up. That starts this Tuesday, the 10th of January, starting at 7 p.m., and that'll be an online study. There's a couple of other things going on. I know the community of St. Augustine is planning on having a community breakfast following our 9 o'clock worship on the 15th of January. So that's next Sunday. So a community breakfast at St. Augustine. I know that the community of All Saints is hosting a couple of events coming up in the next little while. There's a Valentine's tea that's going to be taking place at All Saints, as well as a service to mark the end of the week of prayer for Christian unity. An interesting looking service there, an evensong led by the Anglican community at the Catholic Church downtown at Assumption at the university. So lots of great things coming up, lots of opportunities for you to get involved and get engaged, and it's never too late to make sure that you're taking part in what your part of the journey is. So for me right now, it's time for me to grab my impact gun and get myself back into the job that I was coming outside here to take care of. It's time, because it's never too late. So, my friends, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. This is Reverend Paul from this week's Message from the Truck. Blessings to you all. Bye for now.